Hey folks, welcome to Running Retro. This is the second week of playing the original Metroid. A little late to the party on this one, but I've played some other Metroids and seemed appropriate to go back and play this one. So we just picked up the Various suit and we're headed off from there. Took a bunch of rather dumb deaths and got a little frustrated at a point there, but now that we're getting going, let's see how we can handle the rest of the game. So just got the Various suit and heading back out of that room. Hoping to pick up a couple missiles. Not as big an issue now because of having enough that I don't have to get them all the time. Also, I've gotten enough health that I'm pretty sure there's an E-tank through here, but I honestly can't remember. And I did not look at my map for this. I didn't always refer to the map for everything and all the items. I really was trying to get, some of the genuine experience, but when there's just blank walls, I was also trying not to get stuck behind just like random blank walls that I had no idea how to get through. Or rather, which specific areas I had to go through to break what specific block. Yeah. Nice, just stone cold miss on that jump. Samus, when she's flipping like that, is really hard to control. As I said, everything in this game feels a little bit like it's in ice physics, and that does not help. I don't know what I was doing there. I'm just missing a lot, really, is what I'm doing there. So I know that the ability to not be able to jump and shoot down is really, really obnoxious. And I accidentally killed the guy. The screw attack's great and all, but it does actually cause a lot of grief and pain just because of times when you need to not use it and suddenly, well, good luck with that. You're gonna use it anyway, buddy. I really did have a lot of trouble in this game controlling when Samus did, what jump, when she did her screw attack or just her normal jump. I'm trying to just clip this guy's wing, but it's just really interesting because it's actually really hard to catch that. Thank goodness we get a full refill here. That's one thing I'll give them is, as long as you haven't gotten an E-tank, you can get quick, easy, full health by picking an E-tank up, and I kind of like that. It's kind of nice. And down we go. And I knew I didn't need to go in there, and I did it anyway. So I have to backtrack a little bit more here. But that's got everything for this section. So we're done, just completely done with that part of the map. Although we will have to go all the way down again to go back into Norfair to take out Ridley. But we are done with everything else. So. Thank goodness, and I hate that guy. He's just so scummy, because there's no way to... well, there's plenty of way to dodge him, but you have such little mobility there, and you really can't do that much in that confined space, so he can be a little bit frustrating. I really just wanted to get some vengeance on that guy, because that guy is... That guy's obnoxious. I'm sorry, my mistake. We were in the area on the far right of the map, so I am going back to that large vertical column where I came out from having gotten the Vario suit. I'm actually going to the original one where the two doors are just directly across from each other, and then going back down to go into Norfair and fight Ridley. So that's my mistake. But that's a good example of how it's easy to get, even when you're looking at a reference, it can be very easy in this game to get turned around. Some of these are just vengeance for a couple times that I've gotten hosed by them. I don't know why I'm going after these guys. I don't need anything. I'm at full ammo and full health, so I think just I didn't realize that at the time. Screw attack really does make this more palatable. I was getting really frustrated. And that's actually something I was not intending. I almost jumped over that again. I'm really bad about that. I really wasn't intending on getting a screw attack for a while until, like, you know, I know that normally it's the last thing you get. And I'm fine with sequence breaking in games. That doesn't bother me at all. But for the first time I played it through, I kind of wanted to take something a little bit more traditional on the pattern. And then I started playing it, and I'm like, you know, I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna take this hedge on my bet and live with it. Because I really wanted to experience it, but I also kind of made me want to play other Metroids really badly. And actually I did go and play some other Metroids. That's another interesting thing about the screw attack in this one. So normally when you're playing through the different games and you get the screw attack goes until you land. I noticed that the screw attack in this only maintains itself until you hit the level from which you originally jumped. So the moment you hit the same height that you jumped from, the screw attack actually stops working. And that messed with me. So some of the problem I was having was actually muscle memory from other Metroids, which, I mean, I don't know, it's kind of weird to think that, but if you don't play the first one and you have to go back to it, I guess that's the price you pay. Pretty interesting experience all in all, though. Just take that to the face. I mean, why not, right? I can't believe I made that jump. But I did. Alright. Full health. Missile upgrade. Starting to get to the point where at least missiles aren't... Like, I'm just passively taking out enough enemies that I don't need to worry about... I don't need to worry about farming any more missiles. So, I mean, I'm going to get a bunch more. But when you beat Kraid and Ridley, you get 75. So, you know, I already know that I'm kind of in for that. I didn't know you could kill those octopi there either, by the way, until I hit one with a screw attack. I was like, oh, well, I didn't know that. I guess that's why they put that indestructible bird there, because that way, even if you accidentally kill the octopus, you still are able to deal with that jump. More for getting out, I imagine, than for getting in. And I have a bad habit of walking off ledges in this game and just taking damage on lava. I decided it's worth it to pick that up there. I'm trying to go pretty deep into the game now, and I don't really want to do any backtracking that I don't absolutely have to do. So I figure this is a pretty good point where I should just start actually building up some health and get myself prepared for the next sections. It is really unfortunate that I have to go back through this area. Although I don't have to do that much because I didn't get that far in. So at least I'm able to actually see mostly new area. I should just... I don't know why I didn't... That's what I'm talking about right there. You can get locked under single things like that. And that's so frustrating too. I was done with those guys by the time I had seen that. And then not being able to make that jump. Okay, come on. Come on. Give me a break. Throw me a bone here. Throw me a bone, game. And you can freeze those dragonages. There was another screw attack that just for some reason I took damage on anyway. I don't know why. And then this one just doesn't die when I do that. I don't know. I don't get it. Now something that did kind of frustrate me was the fact that some things felt really inconsistent, and I don't like inconsistency. Drives me up the wall. Up the wall. Can't remember where I'm going next, actually. These things remind me of, you know, those cinnamon spice drops? Or not cinnamon spice, but those, like, gummy spice drops. This area made me want to go and get some of those. Obviously, I can't, but I kind of wanted to. I don't know why I kept deciding that lava baths were fun here, but, you know, I kept thinking lava baths were fun. So, why not? Let's take a lava bath. Keep Samus's skin so soft. That's it. Man, that's not kind of creepy. I didn't mean it to come off that way. Like, how in the world are you supposed to find that? Every time you go into the game has taught you, do not touch lava. Lava bad, lava hurt. And all of a sudden... Oh, by the way, but you're supposed to go in this lava. It's like, wait, what? Why? Isn't that bad? Didn't you tell me that was bad? And then this looks so similar to the previous areas. Like, where am I? What am I doing? Why can I not go there? And I see, you know, this is one of those areas where, obviously, looking at a map, then you kind of know what to do, but... That's so scummy and jerk face of them to make you take all that damage because you have to go through the lava. Like, come on. Well, actually, I took 1 point of damage in all of that lava jumping. That's interesting. I should go back and test that a little bit. I'm not going to because I don't want to. As I said, I need a little bit of a break from this game now that I've played it a few times, but there's definitely I would like to know how much damage and when you take damage in lava. Just for curiosity's sake. Still managed to hit that guy. That took effort. Don't worry, I'm willing to put the effort in to get hit. It's fine. It's ridiculous, but it's fine. I actually forgot I had the screw attack there. I don't know why I took that upper path. I don't think I even knew that upper path existed. I just was like, well, I'm up here. Maybe I'll see if I can. There's a gumdrop, so I don't know. Let's see if there's something. And lo and behold, there's something. So that's kind of nice. Like, some of the stuff was... That's a good sense of reward. That's a good sense of reward. And off we go into the wild blue yonder. Or the wild red yonder, as the case may be here. I don't know if these pools in general don't do damage. I guess I knew that wasn't a thing, but I don't think so. I was so tentative going into it that... A lot of that stuff can be a little bit... Oh, yes, I do not like this part. I am not a fan, and you can quote me on that. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the rooms that are like that. I find them to be really obnoxious. You have to be so precise with that bomb, too. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. If you were not right in the center there, you don't get it. Look at that. You even hear the screw attack animation and nothing. So I did discover something kind of interesting, that if you're in iframes from being hit, the screw attack will not hit your enemies. Kind of surprised me. Pick up some more missiles, make ourselves a little more comfortable. Look at that, got knocked out of the screw attack there. What is going on? What is going on there? It's crazy. Absolutely craziness. That guy just point blanks me until I fall in, and then I fall in because I'm a dummy. Ugh. Ugh. Get me out of that room. It's horrible. Nope, that doesn't work. You have to deal with hitting the birdie and using him to jump up, or at least going through him. Can't just skip all that. Can't jump quite high enough for that. What I don't get is you cannot jump high enough to make it all the way up there. And so it feels bad. I get stuck underneath it. Look at that. It's so hard. And so what you're not seeing though is it's really hard to actually get into Morph Ball form. Now, one of my later runs, I found this out, and I did not know it. You can get knocked down between a couple of those sections into the lava, and I'm not sure if you can get back out. I have not tested it, but, I mean, I kind of unwittingly tested it. Again, look how precise you have to be for that. It's kind of silly. But yeah, I don't know if you can always jump out of that, or whether it's just I got lucky because I did manage to get out of it the one time I fell into it. But I managed to get out of it by so narrow a margin that I really don't know. I really don't know whether you are supposed to be able to or not. So that's the wave beam, and I don't want it because I do know that I need ice for Metroids, and I just don't want to. I don't want to mess with it. The lag in this area really messed with my movement, and I had a lot of trouble dealing with the lag while dealing with everything else. So this guy, I think I decided to. Yeah, I decided to get a little revenge there. Those guys had beaten me up so much. It was time for me to beat them up a little bit. Yeah, gotta get. I was thinking about farming that guy, and then I realized, no, let's just not do that. Landed and I tried to jump immediately, and it still wasn't fast enough. I'm not a fan of how fast you have to react to that. That sounds kind of chicken, doesn't it? But it's not. It's not like I don't mind fast reaction times. It's just like, I mean, and then do something like that. But look at that. It just knocked me straight under that platform. I'm pretty sure it wasn't my movement. It was just the fact, like, I wasn't trying to correct. It was just one of those things where... This is some me being bad at the game. And some of this is just plain... Samus is hard to control. We're stocking up. So, missiles are really... The only use I found for missiles are the Metroids at the end. But also, part of the problem is that I don't want to use all of my missiles because it takes so long to farm. And so, if I have to farm before I'm going into the last boss, it's going to take me so long, I just kind of don't want to do it. So that was a real deterrent for me to use anything. And I get knocked under that thing again by the same guy. It's horrible. I was trying to do a screw attack there and it didn't. I don't know why. I don't know what the trigger is for how hard you have to press. And yeah, I mean, you just need to press left, but I was pressing left as hard as I could press left, and I didn't do a screw attack, so... I don't know if it has to be a certain space. Yeah, if there are other requirements. I can't believe I got stuck in that. But, we at least managed to get out of it, so that's not the worst. Let's take a lava bath. Why not? As I said, it's just... I hate the fact that I can hit you on both of those platforms. It's like, okay, come on, like, give me a platform here where I'm actually mildly safe. I probably should. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say I should pick that up. I just miss. Yeah. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Yeah, me testing those out, even though I'm almost certain that there's nothing, that tells you how much I want to go through this section. That was a lot of effort to go into the negatives. Man, that guy's fire even hits those platforms. It's just so crazy. Like, Look at that. I actually got the screw attack, but it didn't actually start kicking in until way after I started doing the jump. But yeah, I'm so over that group of enemies and those types of enemies that I'm like, yeah, okay, I just please give me anything, any way out of here. I don't want to do this anymore. Uncle? Nah, whatever. Take a little damage there. I'll live. Literally, I've got no health. I'll live. Not sure whether I should go up or not. I'm thinking about it. I decided I will go up. Realize I can just jump it. There's no need to get fancy about that. No need to freeze Duder there. Just jump it. Again, getting hit in the screw attack. I'm going to point that out every time because I think that's complete nonsense. It still offends my sensibilities. No doubt about it. So close to getting hit there, and perfectly managed to not hit that. Although, I'll take a little credit for hitting both of them there, though, you know, I mean... Get hit out of the screw attack again! What is this thing? Oh, I see, it's the red ones that you can kill, it's the purple ones you can't. I just realized that. Well, actually, that also, I just realized that it's the red birds you can kill and the purple birds you can't. Okay, so that's good to know. Obviously it's a little bit late, but whatever. Or is it the other way around? It's red you can kill and the purple you can't, I guess. My bad. Still, as I said, I just realized that, so. a bit late, wouldn't you say? I'm a bit late to the party on that one too. I didn't mean for this to be so relevant in so many ways. But there you have it. Now it's time to go take care of Ridley. He's been around long enough. I've taken enough damage that I'm kind of ready to get my health back up. I mean, not that my health is in any real danger, but those guys can drop large healths, so they're one of the enemies that I know can do it. And then later on, there are some. Actually, I don't know many of the enemy names for Metroid. Immediately just fall off. Although, actually, that second battle in the lava didn't do any damage to me, so yeah, still came out ahead. But there are some enemies later that are standard Metroid enemies, and they, I know they drop big health, and they drop big health, I think, every time they drop health. I don't think I ever saw them drop small health. But very few drop big health. Here we go. Down to Ridley. These guys. Yeah, these guys. So, the reason this is sped up is because I want you to see what I was trying to do here. And I actually think that my plan was pretty good. So, I know that there's something on the other side of that. So what I'm trying to do is freeze one of these guys so that I can bomb my way up over the top. And I know I can't jump it. You can't jump and go into ball form that I know. These guys are a real pain to hit with screw attack and they take a ton of damage. So there, I just kill him. That guy wrecks my day, and it's so sad. So I see that guy come over the top, and I think, oh, well, he comes over the top, and he comes over the top immediately, so you must be able to, like, shoot him, and then just barely sneak over the top. And in fact, that's what I'm doing here, is I'm just trying to make sure that he comes out, I can kill those two guys, and then get down there and shoot him. My timing is just off, so I go over here, reset again, kill those guys, get him, accidentally screw attack him. Go over here, reset these guys, kill these two guys very carefully, get that, screw attack him again. Go back over here, reset him, come back, and get it. And the bomb doesn't work. So like, well, maybe I just didn't get it high enough, and I just mistimed it. So I come back, I miss, and I'm very sad for that. But try it again, get it. Know that I need to get the screw attack, not a screw attack. I'm very careful on that, but I realize that I can't get onto him from, there he is, and I still can't get over that. So I'm like, how in the world do you get over this thing? So I figure, well, what must need to happen here is you need to freeze multiple of them, because they come, the way they spawn onto the screen, that it must mean you need to freeze two of them. It's just a really precise jump. So I start trying to figure out, that's why I'm just standing there, I'm just trying to figure out which one and how are you supposed to do this? Must be something I'm missing. I'm getting really frustrated too. That's what all that firing is just blah. Thinking maybe I've missed a bombable thing there, and getting super frustrated. Looking at it, assessing it. And finally here, I realized something's just wrong. Like, I'm not doing this in that dumb a way, right? I mean, I'm not doing this in that dumb a way. So, what should I be doing here? Like, what's wrong? What's happening? Why am I not able to do this? I'm very carefully judging, because I figure that guy going up from the bottom, you have to shoot him and then immediately shoot the other guy and create like two platforms. That doesn't work either. And I'm like, I'm so close to knowing where everything is that I'm like, well, it's kind of dumb if I play this and I don't 100% it, right? I mean, it doesn't take that much longer to 100% it, although with this sort of stuff, it definitely takes longer to 100% it. So, yeah, I'm at a loss. No idea. I finally basically get over here and, I'm so close. So close to getting the double jump up those two guys there. You can sort of see what I'm trying to do. And then I realize. And I looked at my map, and it actually had marked that block, but I realized that there has to be something here that I am missing. And more out of desperation, because I'm like, I cannot get this jump down. I cannot freeze those guys. But I'm terrified of falling through the floor there. I know that there's a gap. And after what I just went through, I'm terrified of that. So much for the screw attack, huh? Huh, guys? Alright, so now I've figured out that E-tank and finally figured out how to get to that door. And next comes the a second layer of frustration. That room's not so bad. I think I know where I'm going, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm trying to piece together exactly where I am, and I got so frustrated I kind of lost track of what I was doing and where I was going. Okay, so you don't need to bomb it. I didn't know, and I couldn't figure it out. I didn't want to take the risk originally, so here we go. Just go through here, knock these guys out. Not a problem. And the only missile upgrade that I know I'm gonna have trouble with is this. And I try and make the jump and I miss. So frustrating. But it is what it is. And this confined area is so frustrating because you cannot get a screw attack off in this area. Or, I mean, you obviously can, but it's just really obnoxious to do it. That was just vengeance. The guy hit me twice. I'm getting him. And I've learned now that there is a point here where I can hear the screw attack animation, so I figured there must be one point here where I'm actually doing the screw attack. And indeed, right at the peak of the jump, I'm going to start to figure out a little bit of a rhythm. And oh man, did that feel good. You know, struggling through that and finally figuring out, wait a minute, there's a thing we can do here. And I realized that I was going to try and take care of Ridley, and I had gone the wrong way. So yes, folks, I went through all of this for stone cold nothing. That feels bad, doesn't it? Feels bad, man. Feels real bad. At least I get a little health back after they punished me for coming back through here. These guys do drop a recent 1 health, so even getting hit, I'm able to go back through here and start, you know, getting a little bit. Trying to figure out what I've done, and I realized I needed to go in the left door, not the right. So it's off to Ridley Town. Here we go. I really didn't think I was going to make that jump, so when I made it, I was not prepared for making it. And there, I thought I'd hit jump in time, but apparently I just decided to walk off of a ledge. Now, if you've never played this game, I do know this from speedruns, Ridley is easy. Unlike every other time you fight him. Ridley's a joke in here. He just takes a lot of hits. Just takes a lot of hits. And there we go. 75 missiles. I'd never seen a purple door before. I just figured it would take more missiles. And I was right. Thank goodness. I'm like, I beat him. I don't see any reason. Alright. I just figured this is another lava bath. But actually, there's a floor there. And an E-tank. Alright, folks. So we're going to end this one here today. And next time, we'll pick it back up right here. And we will take it to the end of the game. So look forward to seeing you in a week.